Hi, Taurus. This is Eileen with your February 2019 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of February with the Ten of Wands card. So, for a number of Taurus in the month of February, you might be feeling like you're overworked, like you don't know how you're going to keep going, but somehow you keep going. It's just some of you might really be feeling exhausted and needing a rest. Perhaps some of you are working long hours at your job, or maybe working two jobs, or working at a job and going to school too, or just all the responsibilities at home after being at work all day. And so you're just feeling exhausted. Like, how much longer does this have to go on? But what I'm feeling and seeing here is that for a number of you Taurus, that you have your goals in sight. You know where you're going. It's not like you have a purpose and you know you're carrying out your purpose and you're just plowing through and getting it done. And I'm getting a lot of strength. But Taurus is a very strong sign. They're very solid and strong, and they know that hard work gets them where they want to go. And so you're just going to keep pushing through and get to your, achieve your goals. And but what this card recommends, though, is that you find a way of perhaps resting here and there, or delegating some of the work, whether it's at your job or in your home environment, because you're feeling so burdened, just overburdened. But you're very strong. I'm getting a lot of inner strength. It's kind of like this is nothing new. You've been here before. You've had this kind of burdens and hard work that you've done before, and you just plow through it and get it done. It's like people know they can depend on you. That's what I'm getting from this card here. They just know that if something needs to get done, you're going to get it done. Whether you are maybe losing a little sleep here and there, or you're tired or whatever, it's like you're going to plow through and get it done. So, but if there's a way of delegating some of that work that's on your shoulders, for those of you that this does apply to, this is a general reading. So some cards will resonate with some people, while other cards will resonate with others. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm focusing in just on that person's circumstances. So for some of you Taurus, you're starting out February feeling a little overburdened. Okay, next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. And the Pentacles do relate to the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is one of your cards here, Taurus. And the Page of Pentacles is talking about some good news regarding money, regarding something of a material nature going on. So in February, some of you may be getting some good news about money coming your way. Maybe it's a job. I feel like for some people it's got to do with work, a job situation. Some of you might be just getting a new job or getting a promotion of some sort. Maybe finding out you're going to transfer to another department or something that you wanted to transfer to. I'm feeling for some people you might be relocating with a job. It's got to do with work. So there might be some opportunity that you had been working on. I don't feel like this is something brand new for somebody. This might be one person I'm tuning in for, that there was something that's been culminating over the months that you were planning for and working towards. Maybe you were in touch with people. It could be at a different company. It could be people you know that work at this other company. There's been something going on for months now, and you're understanding now, and that things are coming to completion, that you will be making this transfer or getting the new job, something like that. But for others of you, it could just refer to getting news that some money that you've been waiting on is coming your way. Now, also, a pentacle is usually as a person. I'm sorry, I'm saying a pentacle, a page. A page as a person is usually someone kind of young, like in their 20s or something. So on the romantic front here, for some Taurus, if you're in that younger age group, like maybe in your 20s or something, this Page of Pentacles could represent someone new coming into your life in February. And I feel like this person might come across a little shy. They're not being overconfident. They're around you. It might be in the workplace, might be at school if you're a student, or maybe among your friends, where you socialize or something, or when you're out with your friends. I just feel like this is a nice person, very down to earth. They're working on going somewhere in their life. This person might be a student or something, or just starting in their career, or you know, that type of thing. Have goals in mind that they're working towards, but they haven't really launched them yet. But very, you know, just someone who's responsible and willing to do the work to get where they want to go. An earth sign, most likely. You know, it's a pentacle. So this could be represent a romantic interest for someone. This might be one person. This might be for a few people. And again, this is if you're in the younger age bracket, this reading is for all ages. So this would be pertaining to someone more of the younger crowd. So just if you're single and open and looking or whatever, just be open and receptive. You might have a nice person who's another earth sign possibly, or maybe they have a lot of that in their chart coming into your life in February. Because I feel like they are going to be romantically interested, but not pushy about it. They're a little shy. So they're going to want to get to know you as a friend or something first. Next card we have is the Eight of Wands. And the wands do relate to work. They relate to the fire signs, but they relate to work and activity and progress and movement. And the Eight of Wands is talking about, for some of you Taurus, if things have been stagnant, if you've been waiting on something or something seems to be dragging along that you're trying to get done or wanting to hear news about, all of a sudden things are just going to start going faster in February. It's like maybe that job comes through, or you know you're going to transfer with the company and you finally get the final okay on it. Or possibly for some of you, you were looking for a place to live, to move to, whether it's to rent or to buy a place, and it seems like there wasn't anything there for you, or whatever, for whatever reason, it was just dragging along. And then all of a sudden, things just start speeding up and moving forward. So for those of you who are waiting on some kind of a change in early February, and things seem to be stuck and kind of stagnant, be ready. Like if you're waiting for a place to move to, make sure you're kind of packed up, you know, and make sure you do a lot of your preliminary things to be ready. Or if you're waiting to find out if you're transferring to that other city or get that job maybe in that other town or wherever it might be that would require some changes in your environment, be kind of doing the preliminary work to prepare so you won't be, it won't feel like it's totally out of control, because it's like you might get that news and all of a sudden you got to get moving quick. So this is good. This is progress, but it's fast progress. So just be prepared for it for those of you who are in some kind of situation that seems to have gotten kind of stalled or stuck or, you know, in a holding pattern for a while. Okay, and then the next card we have is the Ace of Cups. And the cups relating to the water signs, relating to feelings and love and emotion. This Eight of Cups, I'm sorry, I said eight, Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is relating to some kind of a new romance for some of you. And I'm feeling very strong previous life connections here. So some of you are at a place in your life where you're supposed to be crossing paths with someone from a previous life that you were with, that you had a strong love bond with in that previous lifetime. And you're supposed to cross paths with them again, because everybody's on their own path. Everybody's got certain things they got to get through and experiences or people you got to get through or whatever before you cross paths with the one you're supposed to be with. You know, some people who are very lucky cross paths with that person very early in their lives. Other people, it might be late in their lives. So it just depends on the different path you're on and the lessons that everybody has to learn in life and all those kind of things. So for some Taurus, it's like the time is going to be right around February or maybe even right after February and March. I'm just feeling this is a strong energy. So it may not be exactly in the first couple of weeks of February. It might be somewhere by the end of February. It might be into March. I'm feeling some of you are going to finally cross paths with this person from another lifetime that you're supposed to be with. And it's just going to click. It's like, you know, sometime once in a while you meet somebody that you feel so close to them, like you've known them a long time, like you're just very compatible with them. And you can't manufacture that. I mean, it's either there or it's not, and it's going to be there. So it's not anyone you have to talk yourself into or try to rationalize it. This is just going to be natural. It's going to be a good connection. It's going to be a good bond. And the other person, let me see. for whoever this is going to apply to. This might be a few of you in February, whoever experiences this. And for some of you, this person might already be around you. They might already be showing you and letting you know that you're the one they want to be with. I'm feeling they're going to, it's almost like they're going to hone in on you before you're honing in on them. And so they're just going to recognize you like, I want that person. That's who I want for my life. It's like they're going to recognize you and know that before you know that about them. That's what I feel like. But at the same time, I feel like you're going to be having nice feelings towards them. You're not going to be resistant or anything. I do feel you'll be having nice feelings. You won't, so you're open. You're going to be receptive. But they're going to be much more intensely interested in you than you are in the beginning with them. It's just they're more aware. They're somehow more aware that of, even if they may not even believe in reincarnation, but they are aware that there's something about you that they're very drawn to. And then, the two of you will start getting to know each other and things will just go from there. And it's going to be a strong, very close bond. It's just going to feel like it was always in place, and it always should be. And some of you might have this person around you already. So this is not for everybody. Like I said, this is a general reading. So this might apply for some people and not other people. So, but because, like I said, it's timing. It's all about the timing. But some of you are ready for this experience now, and it's supposed to happen coming up soon. So just be receptive. Don't be anxious. Just be receptive and open, because it just feels like it's the natural thing. You're supposed to cross paths. The next card we have is the Nine of Swords. So for some Taurus in the month of February, you might be laying awake at night worrying. You might be just really worrying yourself a lot. Let me see what I'm getting. I feel like for some of you, this might even be tied to a personal or like romantic relationship or something that's been bad. Now this might be one person I'm honing in for and tuning in for. Someone was treated badly or spoken to in a very bad manner, and it really upset you. Maybe someone just said some things that really were offensive and really hurt your feelings. And so it's left you just feeling so stressed and where you're worrying. And for others, it might be financial situations that you're concerned about. So it does look like, and now if you pay attention, the swords are not touching the person. The swords are there, but they're not touching the person. So how should I say this? We all have, sometimes get worried needlessly about things that we don't need to be worrying about. And so if this is you, whoever this is pertaining to, because this might just be a handful of Taurus, it might not be everybody, like I said, you need to do some things to disconnect from that negative energy, because there's always negative energy from other people, even from circumstances that you might be going through at the moment. And so you need to find a way to just disconnect, focus on the things that are important to you, focus on your own plans for your life. If there's people in your life who are not treating you well, then disconnect from them in any way that you can. And I mean, in a way that's realistic. If it's somebody at work and you got to deal with them, then that makes it more difficult. But, you need to just take back your own power and feel confident and secure inside of yourself. And that's really the message, the advice for this card, because no one needs to be feeling that way and going through those things like that, especially on any kind of a regular basis or anything. Okay, and then the next card we have is the Hanged Man, or this deck calls it the Hanging Man. And with the Hanged Man, now this is showing that a number of Taurus in the month of February, you might be feeling like everything's up in the air, like maybe you're waiting to find out if you're going to make that move to another location. Maybe you're waiting on that job. Maybe you've put out resumes and you're waiting to see if somebody is going to offer you one of those positions that you've applied for. And now the Hanged Man is not suffering, if you notice. he's just hanging there, just kind of looking at his options and weighing his options, kind of making plans for the future and that sort of thing. So he's not doing a lot of suffering or anything. So it's a good time for those of you Taurus in the month of February that find yourself in a situation where something's just up in the air at the moment, whether it's got to do with a job you're waiting on, or some situation in a relationship with someone, or a living arrangement. Whatever it is, it's a good time to really take a look at all of your circumstances, make decisions for your own life. I mean, maybe you didn't have time before to be really, maybe you were being rushed in one direction or another and didn't have the time to really evaluate things in your life. So this is a good time to do that evaluation, weigh your options so that when you make a decision about something, especially if something's being offered to you, that you're making the decision that's good for you. And the next card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen, now here's another one of your Earth sign cards. That Pentacles do relate to the Earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And so the Queen of Pentacles is talking about some of you Capricorn, I'm sorry, some of you Taurus. It's still kind of early in the morning for me, everybody. Some of you Taurus might be in the position of the Queen of Pentacles in the month of February, where you're feeling prosperous and successful and knowing that you've been working hard and you're doing well and you feel good about it and you're being very appreciative of all the good things that you have in your life. So, and this is, to me, this is the epitome of a Taurus. Taurus like to lay their foundation. They don't mind working hard throughout their lives. Work is like their middle name, I think, for a lot of Taurus. They just, if there's a job to do or something that needs to be done, they just go do it. And they don't have to, no one's got to push them to get work done. And so they're just very responsibility oriented, and they're solid, and they want a good foundation under them. And so they don't mind working for it because they know that's how they get where they want to go in their lives, because they want a good home, they want a good family, they want to have it all. But they're not real egotistical about it. It's like, this is what I deserve, this is what I want, and this, so I'm willing to work for it. That's more of the Taurus mentality as far as I'm concerned. And so a number of you Taurus in the month of February, you're going to be feeling good, but still knowing, well, I work hard for what I have too. I do appreciate everything I have. But I work hard, but I don't mind. It's worth it. Now, for some of you Taurus, if this is not you in the month of February, you're going to benefit from this Queen of Pentacles, that she might be in your workplace. She might be an owner or manager who you're working for. And I do feel that you can benefit from this Queen of Pentacles. I do not get any kind of negative energy from her, like she's going to be giving you a bad time. I mean, she feels like she does pay attention to whether people are keeping up their end of the work and all that. But so she watches, but at the same time, she can be generous with the people that she does see or doing their share of the work, and she'll trust them, and she'll feel like, okay, I know I can depend on this person, and I know, so if there's a promotion coming up or something like that, or a raise or whatever, and she's been watching how you work and feels comfortable and says, yeah, I know this is a good worker and he or she does their job and I can depend on them, she's going to be fair, very fair minded. I don't get anything mean or, stingy or anything like that. This could also be someone in a romantic sense. For some of you Taurus, that you might have this Queen of Pentacles as a romantic partner in your life, or a possibility of a romantic partner. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of really good energy from this card here, and this is real good because this is one of your cards, Taurus. Okay, next card we have is the Star, and that is a major arcana destiny card. And the star, the light of the star, is guiding you to success, to prosperity, to healing. So some of you Taurus have had difficulties, whether it's been in the relationship area, in your finances, It may be in a work situation you've had to deal with that was not good. And some of you, even with maybe physical ailments and all. And the light of the star is guiding you and shining a healing energy upon all of your endeavors. So the star is telling you it's time for some new beginnings in your life. It's time to find fulfillment and peace and happiness in your life. And so this is a very good omen to have this star card in your reading this month, Taurus. And for some of you, I'm feeling happiness in some kind of a romantic situation. Some of you might be newly engaged or married or with someone that you're just really enjoying and finding out that the two of you really do love each other or that you're very compatible. You might be living together or just being very close and dating. And I am feeling like for a number, some of you, that you're in a really good relationship and just enjoying yourself and it's making you feel alive inside and beautiful. And so I'm just getting good energy on this card. So this is a good one also. So let's see what's next. Okay. And then we have another major arcana card, the Death card. And this is telling us, Taurus, that for a number of you, because the major cards, these are your destiny cards, the major arcana. So these are the ones that are really strong, okay? That mean changes, some kind of transitions going on in your lives. The Death card is signifying an end to one phase of your life for new beginnings to start. So just like the Star card wants to offer you the healing of the star's energy, for those of you who have had bad relationships, maybe you were in a bad marriage or some other bad situation with someone, or maybe in a living arrangement or a workplace situation, maybe where you were living, or it could be your finances, maybe your financial situation had really suffered, and no matter what you feel you did, somehow you just kept coming up empty handed. The Death card is saying it's time for that phase of your life to be over. It's time for a new beginning to start fresh. Plant your seeds, make your plans for the future. Let go of anything that's not serving you well now. And then for some Taurus, it might not be a specific relationship or financial situation. It might be a way of thinking and looking at things. Maybe you've had kind of a negative viewpoint about life in general, and so you've been getting negative results because you're having a negative viewpoint. And so you need to take advantage of the law of attraction. Learn about the law of attraction and putting it to use for you, because the laws of attraction will say that what you think about and what you feel and what you believe, this is what you're attracting to yourself every day and every month throughout the year. So you want to feel prosperous and successful and happy and like you're a good, worthy person who deserves a good person to have in your love life, and good people around you who appreciate you and treat you with respect. Have jobs, whatever your work is, that pays you well and pays you for the hard work you're willing to do, because you know you're a hard worker and you do things well. You know you don't only work hard, you work right also. You do your job well when you work. So, but you need to embrace the attitudes of prosperity, success, inner peace, and happiness. You just have to claim it for yourself, even if you're not seeing that in your world right now. So that could be what the situation is for some of you. Let go of the limiting beliefs, let go of the negative feelings and worrying about things, worst case scenarios, or feeling negative about the world, and instead start giving yourself good stories about yourself and your life and what your life is going to be about, because you're making it the way you want to make it. So that's what this Death card is about. Let go of things, situations, relationships that no longer, attitudes, ideas that no longer serve you well, and you adopt new ways of life that do serve your higher purpose. And this is a wonderful card to end on, the Ten of Cups. I love this card. This is all about happiness in your home life, having love in your life, feeling love in your heart. And you know what? I will add this. This is not just for those who have a special love interest. This is for those Taurus who are happy on their own with what they have. You know, we don't have to have someone in our lives in the romantic sense to make us a whole person. We are whole and complete on our own. And so many times people get confused when they're in a relationship with someone and they feel like their life is meaningless and they're only a half a person without a mate. And that's not a good way of thinking. You need to feel like you're a complete, whole, independent, self sufficient person, and you want a nice mate, but you want somebody else who's complete and whole and self sufficient that will complement you so you two can enjoy each other's company and not need each other so much. So, but when you do need each other, you're there for each other, that you're each strong and independent. And so for me, the way I see this card, some of you, yes, you'll have a happy love relationship you'll be in by the end of February and a happy home life. But for others, you may not have anyone special, but you're enjoying your life. You're celebrating your life, your home. You're making your home and decorating it the way you want it to be. You know you work for everything you have, but you like balance in your life. You want to relax when you're at home and enjoy your home and enjoy your life and be grateful and celebrate all the good that you have because all of us have things to be grateful for. So, and then you got that kitty cat in the picture. This kitty shows up in different images of these cards. So some of you might have a kitty cat around you too. So, but this is a really nice card of harmonious love in your life, whether you might just be filled with love and peace and feeling good about all you're doing for your life, all of your accomplishments, your home, you're making your home the way you want it, that pleases you when you get home from work. I'm just getting so much good energy all the way around. And then for others of you, you're very fortunate that, yeah, you've got a really nice love life with someone who appreciates you and who's treating you well. Some of you might even be getting engaged or getting married around this time. Well, it is February. Some of you, I know a lot of people place a lot of weight on February 14th. I prefer not to just to look at all those days like they're just another day of the year. So, but some of you might be getting engaged in February, or you might be getting married in February. But even if it's not something official, you might just have someone really special that you're enjoying spending your time with. It might even be someone brand new that you just started seeing in the last couple of months, but you're having fun. And if not that, it might just be a good friend you're enjoying your time with on your weekends or whenever you have time off. So good energy all around this. I think that's a wonderful card to end the month of February on. And now, Taurus, what I want to do, this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And I'm going to pick a card now. I want to shuffle. Let's see. This is the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. So I'm going to shuffle these cards and pull one card for your message for February. Okay, so what's the message for Taurus for February 2019? Taurus, what's the message for Taurus for February 2019? What's the message for Taurus? Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. What message are you giving to Taurus for February 2019? And I'll give them one more shuffle and I'll fan them out. What's your message for Taurus for February 2019? Okay, I'm going to fan these out. Okay. Here it is. This says, let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. You know, I like this because we started out with this Ten of Wands card talking about feeling overworked, overburdened. So if you do have someone who wants to help you in some way or who just wants to be nice to you for whatever reason, whether it's a small thing or something bigger, it's saying just let yourself receive. Don't feel like, oh no, because I feel like a lot of Taurus is so self-sufficient and independent and hardworking. It's almost like, no, I don't need anything. That's okay. You can give that to somebody else or whatever, you know. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apology. So I think that's a nice message for Taurus. I really do. Okay, now I'm going to pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. So what's the message for Taurus for February of 2019? Okay, what's the message for Taurus for February 2019? Taurus. What's the message for Taurus, February 2000? Oh no, I just dropped half of the deck on the floor. Oh, darn it. Okay, let me pick these up. I hate doing that. I don't want any of them to get dirty or anything. Okay, let me fix this up. Oh, and while I'm straightening these cards, if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my videos also so you'll be notified when I post new ones. And also be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. I'm just starting the February videos. Let's see, I didn't get to do any January videos because I took time off over the holidays, so I just didn't get to do them, unfortunately. So I'm just working on the February. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so I'm reshuffling these since I dropped half of the deck. Okay, what's the message for Taurus for February 2019? Taurus. What's the message for Taurus for February 2019? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fan these out now. And we'll see which one wants to come out. It's this one right here. Okay. This one is called Illumination. That's number 2. Card number 2. See all the detail in these cards? The lighting's kind of different in different areas here. I'm trying to show you as much detail as I can. They're just so gorgeous. The artwork, I wish I could do artwork like this. Is that talent or what? Just beautiful. All right, I'm going to look this one up in the book. That's number 2, Illumination. Oh, where's the book? Here it is. Okay, number 2, Illumination. Just as a full moon sheds its light on our world, you are being shown that there is hope and guidance for you. Have faith. Just holding on to a belief in yourself will plant the seed of manifestation in your life. You are being asked to release any worry or fear that you may be harboring. The clarity you desire is at hand. All you need is something in which to place your faith. So trust in yourself, your support, and the divine. You will be assisted in difficult times. This can also signify inspiration and new love. There is a shedding of light on hidden treasures or surprises. I love this, and I feel like this message definitely ties in with some of the cards in this reading this month, too. This is a wonderful message. Okay, and that's Nature's Whispers, Angela Hartfield, and that artwork is Josephine Wall. What an artist. And then last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so what's the message for Taurus for February 2019? Taurus, February 2019. What's the message for Taurus for February 2019? What's the message for Taurus for February 2019? Okay, one more shuffle. Taurus, February 2019. Okay, let me fan these out. Okay, this one says Clairvoyance, Archangel Radleigh. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. This is a nice message. Clairvoyance, Archangel Radleigh. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And I really like this message because so many times we get so much negative feedback in the world from people. There's a lot of negative people out there. I'm sure you're all aware of that, who can just, and you come across them everywhere, whether it's in your workplace, in your personal life, the neighbors. You never know. They just seem to pop up out of nowhere, and they can be so negative and give you so much, grief or stress. And it's good to always understand that, that's where they're coming from. That does not represent who you are, that represents who they are. And to clearly see heavenly love, as the card says, it's like, I'm a firm believer in God and guardian angels around us, and they know our value. They know our value. The heavens know our value. So when you're getting negative feedback from other people, you have to remind yourself that's just where they're coming from, because they're in a negative place. So I don't know. I think that's just a really nice message to end the month. Okay, Taurus. Well, I hope you're happy with your reading for February, and happy Valentine's Day to everyone. And that makes me want a Valentine cookie. I used to bake those. I haven't done that in a while. Thinking about that. Anyway, be checking for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And subscribe to my videos if you haven't done so yet, so you'll be notified when I post a new video. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. So have a wonderful February and Happy New Year to everyone. Let's all make 2019 a really good year, because we intend for it to be good for us, regardless of people and circumstances going on. You just have to have that clear intention. I'm not letting those things get in my way. I'm staying on my path. I'm staying with my goals for my life, and I'm going to get where I want to be in my life. Okay, Taurus, great. Thank you so much, and we'll talk again soon.